Alright, this is our fire and our fire pit. These are our fire starters. You just take a bunch of wood, you put it in, light it however you want to get the fire started. And this fire is not ready yet because it still has flames. In a minute here, we'll take a stick or a rake or whatever we have and push all the wood out and level it out. And you want to only put the fish on the coals. You do not want to put the fish into an active fire. So as soon as that burns down and it has coals, then we'll show you what to do next. Okay, what you're going to do is get some aluminum foil that's just a little longer than the fish you're going to be using. So let's say we're going to do this fish. This is heavy duty aluminum foil, not the regular kind. Then put it on its dull side. Aluminum foil has a shiny and dull side. Use the dull side. We're going to use the shiny out for the fire. We're going to spray it with buttery Pam. Okay. Then, if you like, you can cut the head off the fish. You don't have to, but if you don't want him staring at you when you're eating him, you need to cut his head off. Just makes it a little easier to wrap also. First of all, put a little bit of olive oil on both sides and just rub it on. Just a little bit. And you can put a few drops in the middle. Rub that in there. Then you can use spices. You can eat, if you don't want to do it very spicy. This is a chili sauce, and so that'll have a bite to it. This won't be as spicy. Let's go ahead and make this one a non-spicy. Just sprinkle a little on the inside, little on the outside. Flip them over. Put a little on the other side. Then, so when he's in the fire baking, and you don't want him to dry out. You take some lime slices and you just stick it in where we gutted the fish. Just like that. So here is the inside of the fish. It has the spice, the olive oil, and then the lime slices. Normally 2. This one I got a little thick. You want to cut them a little thinner than that. But that's okay. That'll bake up nicely. Now, the folding is very important. So put the fish in the center from right to left, and then flip it over so you have a couple of inches on the top of the fish. That's important because we're going to be forming a pocket of tin foil around the fish. And then you keep that fold. So don't just keep rolling the fish. Start the next fold where you had the pocket. Like that. So see, there's still this empty space here. And then bring the other, whatever's left, up at the top. Normally you'll have the seam right down the middle of the fish. And then you crimp this up to the fish. Then kind of crimp the sides down. And then crimp each of the ends up to the fish. So you have a nice fish pocket. And that one's ready to go. So this fish is now ready to put in the fire. Okay, so our fire is just about ready here. We've taken these bigger logs just because it's going to take all night if we wait for them. And we put them to the side so we have a nice coal bed in the middle. And so it's ready for the fish. Now, it's important to get the fish flat. Don't put it on its side, it won't cook right. So, the good thing about this method is you can pretty much cook as many fish as you need to. We have 10, but you could probably do as much as 30 in a fire this size. So we're just going to throw those flat. Now we're going to cook them for 15 minutes, 7.5 minutes on one side, and then we're going to flip them over. So let's start timing our time. Make sure you check with your local official, typically a forest ranger, to make sure you can make a fire before you make one and burn down the forest. Okay, we'll be back in 7.5 minutes. You can hear them sizzling there as they cook. That's okay? Normal? It's natural? Alright. Okay, it's 7.5 minutes, so now we're now going to flip the fish. The main thing to remember is get them on their side, or get them on the other side completely. If you're out camping, you can use a stick just like I'm doing. Flip it completely over to the other side. Oh, and stay away from the smoke while you're doing it here. So now we got another 7.5 minutes for a total of 15, and we'll be back after that. Okay, we have gone 15 minutes, and hopefully our fish are done. Now, if you're in a camping situation, you can just use a stick, and to get the fish out, you can move them to a nice safe place of the fire, away from the cold, and grab them very quickly and put them on very quickly. Those are hot. Or, even better, if you have tongs and want to cheat, you can grab your fish and put them on the plate. And after you get the trout out, these coals are perfect for roasting marshmallows. That's it. Our trout are ready. So let's go up and then we'll show you how to eat them. Now for the most important part of catching, cleaning, and cooking your fish is eating your fish. And we're going to show you how to debone your trout, because trout is very good, but it comes with a lot of bones. And so we're going to do it so that you can get out, a good 95% of the bones. You can simply use your tin foil as your plate. If you want, you can put a plate under it. There it is. That's the way the fish should look. Kind of a little wrinkly. And you can take the limes out of the middle. They'll look cooked like that. You look cooked. And you can later use and squeeze them on the fish, or just put them to the side. So, how you're going to start is you grab the tail, lift it up slightly, make a little cut, just a little in front of the tail, and then take your fish and turn them over. And then use gravity where you made the cut, kind of help the fish fillet come off the bone. And if it's cooked right, which these are, it should come pretty easy. Just kind of use your fork to push it down, gently pull it up, just like that. Now you have one fillet. Then turn it over so the skin side's out. Do the same thing that you did on the other side. Make a little cut right above the tail, clear through the meat and the skin, and then take it and turn it back over and do the same thing. Pull the spine up. Every now and then it may need a little help. And just like that, you've got the fish bones. Put those off to the side. Don't eat them, even though they may be nice and spicy. Now there's still some bones in here where the fins are, the dorsal fins and the pectoral fins. And you can just take your fork, pull those out, just go along the edge and kind of pull down, and you'll get a lot of these little bones out. You still need to be careful when you eat it, because there still will be some bones left. Most of them will be gone. Some people eat the skin. I don't eat the trout skin, but some people eat it and like it, and you certainly can if you want. That looks like it doesn't have any bones. And that's it, your 2 trout fillets. So now's the best part. You get to eat your trout. So you can start, if you don't want the skin, just come up, grab it. That is a good trout. His fish never knew he was going to taste so good. And so that is how you catch, clean, cook, and eat a trout. Thank you very much.